Hello everyone, I'm Nitya.
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఇప్పుడు చెప్పు.
Hello everyone, I'm Nitya.
దిస్ ఇస్ మనోజ్.
Today we're gonna see about movie rental management system. The movie rental management system is to provide an alternate and convenient way for a customer to rent movie online. After the data has been fed into the database, the staff does not need to do anything with the order once it is received through the system. An online movie rental management system controls large items of already produced movies, allocating them to database for quick and easy retrieval. It is a virtual platform which gives online users the chance to rent, buy movies by selecting from an array of available movies. Purposes. The goal of the online movie rental management system is to deliver independent, non-commercial films to customers, to provide a viable alternative to the existing movie rental chain, to grow the number of clients by 20% every year through outstanding selection and customer service. The main purpose is to bring in and keep customer for a longer duration of time. Operational scenarios. Any new customer is first registered in the database before purchasing a movie. The customer will be able to search for movies, web series, etc. This movie rental system provides customer to purchase and rent a movie for a certain period of time. Movies are categorized based on language and genre. These filters yield better search results. Here, the record of each payment is maintained by the system. This record helps the system to track and limit the customer after rental period. Technical constraint. The online movie management system has two constraints, budget constraint and time constraint. Budget constraint is inadequate funding tends to limit the researcher's efficiency in locating relevant resources, literature or information as well as in the data gathering procedure. Time constraint. This study will run concurrently with the researcher's other academic activities. As a result, the amount of time spent on the research will be reduced. Normalization. Normalization is a database design technique that reduces data redundancy and eliminates insertion, updation, and deletion anomalies. The purpose of normalization in SQL is to eliminate redundant data and ensure data is stored logically. There are many types of normalizations like 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, 4NF, BCNF. If all the tables in database are in 3NF, then it is known as perfectly designed database. To attain 3NF, it should be in 2NF and not contain any transitive dependency. Let us now see the ER diagram after normalization. The address table is separated from the customers table as customer country, customer street, customer state, and customer district is dependent on the customer zip, whereas the customer zip is dependent on the customer ID, which is a transitive dependency and is violating the 3NF rule. So to make sure the tables are in 3NF, the address table is separated from customers. Similarly, the actor and director table are separated from movies and web series as actor name is dependent on actor ID and director name is dependent on director ID, which is violating 2NF rule. So to make sure the tables are in 2NF, the actor and director tables are separated from movies and web series tables. From here, my teammate will be continuing the presentation.
Let us go through relationships in this database. In this, director ID is foreign key in a web series table, whereas director ID is primary key in a director table. Hence, these two tables are connected through primary and foreign key relationship. Similarly, actor ID in movies table is a foreign key, whereas actor ID in actor table is primary key. Hence, these two tables are connected through primary key and foreign key relationship. Let us go through queries briefly, which are used in our project. This query gives us customer ID, customer first name, customer last name, customer district, customer city from customer and address tables. Here we will be using inner join, which helps to retrieve the data from two different tables. This query gives a web series name, number of seasons in a web series, customer ID of which web series the customer ordered. Here you will be using a customer table, web series table, order table to retrieve the data. This query gives in which movie the actor has acted. Here we combine three tables to gather the required information. From three tables, order, movies and actor tables, to get the required movie name and actor names. This query gives us the movie name that the customer has ordered. Here also we'll be using three tables, customer, order and movies table, to get the movie name which customer has ordered. This query gives all the attributes present in payment to table whose payment to ID is greater than 1015. This query gives movie ID, by date whose by date is between a certain period. Here we have taken 2000 period duration during 2016 to 2018. We can see the results by ID and movie ID during this period. This query gives rent ID, web ID whose rent day is Friday. Similarly, we can retrieve the data for other days using this query. This query gives a count of customers based on age and is arranged in ascending order. In this query, we have used group by and order by to retrieve the count of customers based on age and arranged in ascending order. Now let us run some queries. Here I have created a movie rental database. I have created all the tables like address table, director table, actor table, movie table, web series table, by table, payments, and and I have inserted data into every table, like up to 20 attributes in each 20 records in each table. Now we will run some queries. Here is the first query. Let's run this one. I have run this query. We can see we have retrieved customer ID, customer first name, last name, and cities from the using inner join. Let us execute second one. Here we have retrieved a movie's name from customer and orders table using customer and movie ID. This is third query. Here we have retrieved a web series name and the number of seasons from three tables: a customer, web series, and order table. Now here we have retrieved a by ID and movie ID during this period 2016 to 2018. Query 5. Here we have retrieved rent ID and web ID on this Sunday period, like on this day. Let's search for another day. On Friday we have retrieved these records, rent ID and web ID for Friday. Here we have retrieved a movie name and actor name from order, movies, and actor tables.
By executing query, we'll be getting the web series name starting with the letter S. And by running the query 8, we'll be getting the output as the customer age, which is grouped number of orders the customer has placed, and is grouped by customer age. By executing query 9, it gives the movie name which has been released in the 2003, 2004 and 2005. Select distinct web language from web series. It gives the different languages present in the web series table. By executing the query 11, it gives the data, it gives the director name who has directed for the action films. By executing the 12th query, we'll be getting the customer first name and the number of orders that the customer have been placed. By executing the 13th query, we'll be getting rent date, payment date and rent amount from two tables, that is rent and payment to table, which we have been joined through inner join. Select by executing query 14, we'll be getting all the attributes from payment table whose payment ID is greater than 1001. And by executing query 15, we'll get the actor names from the actor table whose name is ending with N. Here ends the demo of the query execution. Thank you.
Thank you.